Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to Game 24 of the 2023 Rocky Mountain League season. It is Game 6 of the series between the North Platte Plainsmen and your Dodge City A's. The A's victorious last night, winning that game 13-3 in run rule fashion in 7 innings, and that game would have been called had it gone any longer, as storms ended up approaching from the north and came in and opened up just after the game ended. About 10 minutes after the game ended, it came in and just started downpouring last night. But we're here ready to play today. Your A's come into today's contest 10-13 overall. The North Platte Plainsmen, they are 8-24 overall as we get ready for this one. The A's 3-2 against the Plainsmen, hoping to go 4-2 and take the series win, as the A's went 2-1 in North Platte. The A's currently split here at home 1-1, a 1-0 shutout on Friday night against these Plainsmen, and then taking out their aggression last night, winning that one 13-3 in run rule fashion. Let's go ahead and get started with our starting lineups. We will start with the North Platte Plainsmen. Leading off, it is the shortstop, number 6, Gehring Goldbeck. Batting second, the center fielder, number 1, Cade Owens. Batting third, the first baseman, number 15, Major Maiden. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 20, Javon Suarez. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 8, Nick Hockmeyer. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 5, Braden Zirkle. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 32, Sam Bond. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 21, Carmelo Ortiz. And rounding out the lineup for the Plainsmen is the right fielder, number 29, Kenneth Sugi. Soto Endon getting the start on the mound tonight for the North Platte Plainsmen. Let's take a look and see what kind of stats we can find for Mr. Endon. Endon comes into tonight having appeared in 6 games, 5 of those starts, 25.1 innings pitched, allowing 31 hits on 23 runs, 21 of those earned, has walked 13, struck out 26, and has an 0-4 record overall. 7.46 ERA for him. That is the information for Endon, the starting pitcher for the Plainsmen. For your Dodge City A's, the lineup is as follows. Leading off, the shortstop, number 1, Juan Rivera. Batting second, the center fielder, number 6, Cooper Schneider. Batting third, the third baseman, number 22, Jordan Black. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 23, Cooper Tompkinson. Batting fifth, your right fielder, number 3, Nolan Williams. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 7, Rudy Gonzalez. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 9, Matthew Sandoval. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Dawson Stutz. Rounding out the lineup for your Dodge City A's is the designated hitter, number 10, Alex Gallion. And your Dodge City A's will be led on the mound tonight by number 8, Bryson Adair. Adair getting his second start for the Dodge City A's. This will be his 6th game, has pitched 10 innings, 14 hits, 14 runs, only 4 of those earned, has walked 4, struck out 11, a 3.60 ERA. I'm going to step aside as it is time for the national anthem. We will be back with first pitch after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Goldbeck stepping in. He will be the leadoff hitter for the Plainsmen as we get ready to go. The first pitch thrown down at 7:03 p.m. It is in for ball number 1 to Goldbeck. Currently 80 degrees in Dodge City. Feels like 81. Winds out of the south-southeast at 10 mile an hour. So a 1-1 count now to Goldbeck. Adair kicks, fires, and that one missing inside moves the count to 2-1. The A's trying to continue the win here after the 13-3 run rule victory last night. That pitch fouled off will even the count at 2 apiece to Goldbeck. Adair will step back on. Bryson Adair getting his second start for the Dodge City A's, appearing in his 6th game overall. That pitch missing high and away, and a full count to the first batter that Adair will face. Adair's longest outing, 4 innings, came against the Liberal BJs back on July the 4th. That was not a start. That is a high fly ball that will get down. Called foul. So a foul ball. We will do it over again. The payoff pitch. Adair working from the first base side of the rubber. Comes set. The delivery. A ground ball at the second baseman. Stutz throw to first in time. Out number 1 for the Plainsmen. 1 away. That will bring in the 2-hole hitter, Cade Owens. And evidently, I am not going to get any help up here to run the live stream tonight. Cade Owens fouls that one off. Down in the count, 0-1. The count to Cade Owens. Kieran Goldbeck led off the game after a foul ball down the left field line, and then ended up grounding out to the second baseman. A 1-2 count. To the count. That pitch missing low. Another full count worked by Cade Owens. Back to back. The counts have been worked full. That will get through. And the hitter aboard for the Plainsmen. The first pitch missing to Maiden for ball number 1. 2-2 count to Major Maiden. Two-0 pitch, catching the outer part of the zone, makes the count 2-1 to the three-hole hitter, Major Maiden. Maiden, the first baseman tonight for the Plainsmen. 2-1. Adair looking in, has his sign. The delivery misses low. And so far in the early innings, Adair struggling to maintain contact with the zone. 3-1 the count for Maiden. Pitch in for ball. Does not matter that Owens was off. It will be a base on balls. 2 runners aboard for the Plainsmen. That will bring in Javon Suarez. The first pitch to Suarez, missing out for ball number 1. 17 pitches so far in this inning for Bryson Adair, and only 1 out. Runners on first and second. That pitch missing makes it 2-0. Two-0 pitch coming from Adair. Looks back at second. Delivery, not able to hold on to it, but called strike. Makes it 2-1 to Suarez. The 2-1 delivery as Adair comes set. Looks back at second. The pitch. Called strike on the inner part of the plate. Evens a count at 2 apiece for Suarez. Suarez, the 4-hole hitter for the Plainsmen, 1 away with runners on first and second. Two-two pitch gets down, and the double steal will move runners over to second and third. A full count now to Suarez. 3 of the 4 batters so far in this inning have worked full counts against Bryson Adair. That pitch taken for a ball. Back-to-back walks will load the bases. We're going to have an early mound visit from Coach Esteban Cardoza. Mound visit here in the early innings as Adair struggling to get it in the zone. Bases loaded for the Plainsmen after back-to-back walks. And that will bring in Nick Hockmeyer. Hockmeyer hitting .389 for the Plainsmen. The first pitch to him missing outside for ball number 1. Every batter in this inning has seen first pitch ball from that pitch. In for strike, makes it 1-1. The pitch missing outside, makes it 2-1. Three, 1 count to Nick Hockmeyer, and the A's pitching staff in danger of giving the Plainsmen an early lead, and they do it right there. Ball 4, the Plainsmen draw the first blood in this game. Still just 1 away after 3 straight walks. That brings in Braden Zirkle. That pitch inside makes it 1-0. Zirkle takes that one down low. 2-0 the count. Two-0 count coming from Bryson Adair. Adair has walked the bases loaded and walked in a run. That pitch called strike makes it 2-1. The A's not having a good start out of Adair here. The pitch, a ground ball to second, throw to first, 4-1. So the A's will trade an out for a run. 2-0 in favor of the Plainsmen so far. Zirkle will ground out to second. The only 2 outs in this inning so far have been ground outs, second to first, and 2 away. So that will bring in Sam Bond. Bond, the 7-hole hitter and the DH tonight for the Plainsmen. The first pitch he sees misses for ball number 1. Every batter that Adair has faced in this inning has seen a first pitch ball. At pitch, a high fly ball. Schneider coming in from center field. He will track it down about 10 feet from the infield. That will be a shallow out. The A's have some work to do, trailing at 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. It will be Rivera, Schneider, and Black due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's will come in to bat as they face Sota Inden. Inden getting his start on the mound for the North Platte Plainsmen. It will be Juan Rivera leading off. And Rivera takes the first pitch he sees from Inden inside for ball number 1. The Dodge City A's lead the series against the Plainsmen 3-2. And that pitch missing high and outside makes it 2-0. 2-0 count from Inden. He comes set, the pitch. That will be grounded at the third baseman, Suarez. Throw to first in time, and just like that, one away for the Dodge City A's. That will bring up Cooper Schneider as he is the center fielder tonight for the Dodge City A's. Schneider will step in to face Inden. The A's white pants, green tops, white numerals outlined in yellow, wearing their green hats. The Plainsmen, green pants, black tops, green numerals outlined in white. Schneider shows bunt and pulls it back, takes it for strike number 1. 1-1 the count to Cooper Schneider. The Plainsmen with their logo on their left shoulder, American flag on their back. Cooper Schneider scooting back away from that inside pitch. And it is 2-1 to Schneider. The Plainsmen with their green caps as well. The pitch, a fly ball over the head of Gehring Goldbeck. And that will be a single for Cooper Schneider. That will bring in the third baseman, Jordan Black. Rivera, Schneider, and Black have been staples in the top of the lineup for the Dodge City A's. And the first pitch that Black will see comes inside for ball number 1. 1-0 the count for Jordan Black, the 3-hole hitter playing third base tonight for the Dodge City A's. Inden comes set. 1-0 delivery. Catching the outer part of the zone, evens a count at 1 apiece. 9 pitches already in this inning for Inden. And it is likely that this could be one of the longer ball games. That pitch missing high makes it 2-1. One hit on each side so far this ball game. That pitch well inside gets Black to scoot back. 3-1 the count, and that is going to draw a quick visit from the first baseman, Major Maiden, to Sota Inden. Maiden may have been talking to Inden about looking over to potentially get a throw on to get Cooper Schneider out. 3-1 pitch. Inden comes set, delivers. It is fouled off, and that will run the count full against Jordan Black. So we will see a payoff pitch coming from Inden. Inden working from the first base side of the rubber comes set. The payoff pitch, a fly ball headed out to right field, and Sugi was tracking it, couldn't make the over-the-shoulder catch, and that will put runners on second and third. Both runners in scoring position now for the Dodge City A's. The stand-up double for Jordan Black. That will bring in the cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 23, Cooper Tompkinson. Tompkinson steps in after having worn pitches 2 times last night. That one fouled off, gets Tompkinson down in the count 0-1. The first time that Enden has thrown one good enough to be a strike on the first pitch comes to the 4-hole hitter for the Dodge City A's. Runners on second and third, 1 away. That pitch missing high, makes it 1-1. One and one the count. Enden comes set. Schneider grounds that one, or sorry, that is Tompkinson, grounds it to second, throw to first in time. That will score Cooper Schneider. The A's now trail 2-1. Runner just 90 feet away. The tying run now at third. That will bring in Nolan Williams with 2 away. Williams, the right fielder tonight. First pitch missing to Williams, makes it 1-0. That pitch catching the zone, evens a count at 1 apiece. Enden, a sophomore, played at Sussex Community College, has pitched. The last time that Enden pitched was against the Pioneers in the 12-2 loss. Went 1 inning, allowed 4 runs on 4 hits, faced 9, a .411 on-base percentage in that outing for him. Moved his ERA to 7.46. A chopper ball, the throw down to first by Enden. That will end the inning. The A's trailing 2-1 after the ground out by Nolan Williams. We're headed to the top of the second. A 2-1 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Carmelo Ortiz steps in to lead off the top of the second for the North Platte Plainsmen. Ortiz, the 8-hole hitter, the catcher tonight for the Plainsmen. Ortiz caught game 1 here in Dodge City on Friday night, the game that would see the Plainsmen win 1-0. as for the first time this year, the A's would be held scoreless in a shutout contest. First pitch in to Ortiz, fouled off for strike number 1. The first time this game that Bryson Adair has thrown a pitch good enough to be a strike. That pitch high and inside makes it 1-1. One delivery coming from Adair. Adair working from the first base side of the rubber. Misses high, makes it 2-1. The first 5 hitters in the first inning for the North Platte Plainsmen would all work at least a 3-2 or 3-1 count against Bryson Adair before Adair would finally get outs on the 6 and 7 hole hitters. A 3-2 count now to Carmelo Ortiz. And that pitch fouled off. We will do the payoff over again. Bryson Adair last pitched against the Liberal BJs on July the 4th, a 4-inning outing, allowing 3 hits, no runs, walked 1, and struck out 7. By far his best inning for the Dodge City A's, and will walk Ortiz, the 4th walk of this game so far for Adair and the Dodge City A's pitching staff. And the Plainsmen will elect to put McConaughey on as the courtesy runner. And it will be Kenneth Sugi in now, the 9-hole hitter to face Adair. The first pitch, missing high and a little bit outside for ball 1. Before that, the longest outing for Adair came against these Plainsmen, that back on Thursday the 29th. He would go 3.2 innings in that one, a high pop-up that will go foul and out of play. Evens a count at 1 apiece to Sugi. Adair would go 3.2 innings on Thursday the 29th. That game, the win for the Dodge City A's. The A's would win on... No, the A's would end up losing that game in the bottom of the 9th, as the Plainsmen would come back to tie that ball game. They would tie it at 9 and then tie it again at 10 and then walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. That pitch inside, called strike, moves the count to 1-2 against Sugi. Other than that, Bryson Adair's first game on the mound for the Dodge City A's came against the Derby Twins on June the 25th. Went 2/3 of an inning in that one. 3 hits, 4 runs, walked 1 and struck out 2. A foul ball, and we will do the 1-2 over again. Nobody out here in the top of the second, and the A's pitching staff struggling in the early part of this ball game. A 2-1 game as the Plainsmen scored 2. The A's answering back with 1 in the first inning. 2-2 count now to Sugi as the Plainsmen about to turn the lineup over. That pitch missing outside, another full count. At least 5 of the 9 batters have worked full counts. That pitch popped up, will go foul. McConaughey off on the pitch. He will retreat back to first, and we will do the payoff over again. No work in the Dodge City bullpens, and the question creeps into your mind about how far will Esteban Cardoza let Adair go? Looks over at first, comes set. The pitch, a high fly ball that's headed out to right field. Williams tracking it. He's got it on the warning track. Out number one, and a long out number one. Nolan Williams only had about 2 feet left before he would hit the fence. But out number one for the Plainsmen. That will turn the lineup over to Gary Goldbeck. Goldbeck would work a full count plus some and would end up grounding out to the second baseman his last time up. The first pitch into him in for ball number one. At pitch in and hits Goldbeck. Goldbeck on via the hit by pitch. Runners on first and second for the Plainsmen with one away. Gary Goldbeck, I know he has an ERA, or not an ERA, a batting record, but not showing. Runners on first and second, and Owens shows bunt, but it rolls foul off of his bat. Down in the count, 0-1 with one away. Oh-1 coming from Adair. The grounder will get through the left side, and the tumble over at the third base side. A quick throw by the left fielder Sandoval. Bases loaded for the Plainsmen. That will bring in Major Maiden. Bases loaded, one away for the Plainsmen. Still nothing going in either bullpen. The pitch missing high and outside for ball number one. Major Maiden at bat. Owens is on. He got on after the ground ball through the gap. A swing and a miss by Maiden. Maiden started the 3-walk inning in the first. He would draw a walk, followed by Javon Suarez and Nick Hockmeyer. 1-1 count to Maiden. That pitch taken for a strike over the outer edge, moves the count to 1-2. And the A's trying to get themselves out of a bases loaded jam yet again. Back-to-back innings, the A's have loaded the bases with Plainsmen. That pitch taken out for ball number two. 2-2 the count to Major Maiden, one away, and the A's looking to try for the double play here. That pitch fouled off. We will do the 2-2 over again. Top of the second, nobody has scored, one away, bases loaded, a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Plainsmen. The Plainsmen trying to tie the series, the A's trying to win the series. That pitch fouled off, and we will do it over again. Back-to-back foul balls by Major Maiden and a 2-2 count. One away for the Plainsmen here in the top of the second. Adair looking in, working from the first base side, has his sign, the pitch, a ground. They'll go field by the shortstop, throw to first, and that will be the inning-ending double play that the A's so desperately needed. And it will be a 6-3 double play as Rivera taking that one on his own, stepping on to second base. Throw to first was in time, and the Plainsmen will strand two more as they do not score with bases loaded opportunity, and the A's turn the double play that they needed. We're headed to the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Rudy Gonzalez leads off for your Dodge City A's out to face Indon Soda. The first pitch in to him for ball one. That one missing, moves the count to 2-0. The 2-0 pitch missing outside makes it 3-0. And the A's and Plainsmen, both sides struggling to maintain contact with the zone. A 4-pitch walk, leadoff runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval played in the outfield last night for the Dodge City A's. Played in the right field, had one hit and 2 RBIs in that ball game. Sandoval playing his sophomore season at Midland College, takes the first pitch he sees outside for ball number 1. Gonzalez dancing around out at first. A called strike makes it 1-1, I believe. That pitch missing outside. And the umpire known as Radar behind the plate today has strike call a bit delayed, so that may lead to some confusion. What we believe is either 3-1 or a 2-2. The scoreboard shows 2-2. I show 3-1. We will find out after this. Enden comes set. Runner on, nobody out for the Dodge City A's. And a chopper headed to second. The throw, they will flip to first, and that will be an out. Moves Gonzalez over to second. And out number one for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Dawson Stutz. Stutz, the second baseman tonight for the Dodge City A's. Stutz having the night off last night for the A's. Enden comes set. The first pitch taken for ball number one to Stutz. One 0 count to Stutz. That one missing. Actually called strike off the outer edge. Evens a count at one apiece for Dawson Stutz. The A's with a runner in scoring position, one away. The pitch swung on and missed. Dawson Stutz down in the count 1-2. Justin Hergert alongside, joined with Peter Tassler assisting with the live stream tonight. And the second baseman charging in, and a wild pitch will move Gonzalez over to third. 2-2, the count to Stutz. And the tying run now just 90 feet away with one away. Enden comes set. The 2-2 delivery, and it will be fouled off to the first base dugout. We'll do the 2-2 over again. A high fly ball by Stutz. It should get down in the power alley gap. The throw in, Stutz easily in with a stand-up double. That scores Gonzalez, and the A's tie this one at 2 apiece. So that will bring up Alex Gallion. Gallion also had the night off last night, as the A's would take the 13-3 run rule victory, coming in 7 innings. And the difference last night, the A's would jump all over the Plainsmen in the first inning, scoring 6, followed by 2 in the second. The A's would be held scoreless in the third, score 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. The chopper the fielder's choice, they will go to third to get Stutz. So the first pitch swinging makes it 2 away for the Dodge City A's as they turn the lineup over. Rivera would ground out his first time up as he takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. That pitch will be a throw over to first to check on Gallion. 2 away for the A's, a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the second. Rivera will foul that one off as he was swinging for the fences. Rivera comes into tonight's contest averaging .329 on the season for the Dodge City A's. A 2-1 count with 2 away. Runner on first, and the A's in a 2-2 ball game. Scored 1 in the first, now 1 in the second. 3-1 the count to Rivera. Rivera working from the left-handed batter's box. A chopper goes to Goldbeck. They will throw to second for the force out. That will end the inning on a fielder's choice by Juan Rivera. We're headed to the top of the third, a 2-2 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Suarez leads off the top of the third to face Bryson Adair. Suarez, the 4-hole hitter, takes the first pitch he sees, fouls it off for strike number 1. Suarez walked on his last time up. 0-1 missing high and tight makes it 1-1. Suarez batting .218 on the season for the Plainsmen. 1-1 count delivered by Adair. Missing outside makes it 2-1. 2-1. High gets Suarez to duck down. And I know the crowd mic picked up something. I'm not sure. Sounded like it hit. It could have been when it hit the backstop, but I could have swore it sounded like the knob of the bat.
Agreed.
3-1 the count as that one is fouled off. That will move the count full to Jovan Suarez. The payoff pitch coming now from Adair as he shakes one off, has his sign and come set. Kicks and fires. That one will be fouled off over the first base dugout, and we will do it over again. Three-two delivery comes in. It will pluck Suarez in the back. Runner aboard for the Plainsmen. Still nobody on in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. And I'm not even sure who the A's would send down there as their other catcher is up here with me right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Caden Norman is the next in relief for today.
A wild pitch that misses low moves Suarez over to second. 1-0 the count to Hockmeyer. The A's just seem to can't put things together in a string. Last night, probably one of the best performances they'd had in the last 3, 4, maybe even 5 games. But still, just not the best overall. And tonight, pitching, no bueno. A 1-1 count as Hockmeyer fouls that one off. Runner on second, nobody away. That pitch taken for strike, moves the count to 1-2. One, two count coming from Adair. Comes set, the pitch, missing outside, the throw down to second, not in time. That was a cannon by Rudy Gonzalez, and the throw to the third base side just not quite in time to catch Suarez. A great throw moves the count to 2-2. Hockmer fouls that one off, and we will do the 2-2 over again.
They're really making Bryson work today with 2 strikes. They keep fouling off pitches and then waiting for him to make a mistake.
Well, the Plainsmen taking note of what the A's did last night, just sitting on stuff, waiting to see what the extended at-bats would do. And it paid off for the A's last night, winning that one 13-3. That pitch fouled off, and we will do another another 2-2 pitch coming to Hockmeyer. The 2-2 pitch grounded right back at Adair, and they will catch Suarez in a rundown. They will get Suarez, and second base now occupied, and Suarez will be out. A 1-5-6 tag out as Hockmeyer occupied second, and Suarez had to advance at that point. That will bring in Braden Zirkle, one away for the Plainsmen. Oh, and 1, the count to Zirkle. Zirkle would ground out to second, his last time up. Runner in scoring position with 1 away, 0-1 count. Swung on and missed, moves the count to 0-2. Zirkle down in the count, 0-2. Adair steps on, comes set. The delivery on the outer edge, missing for ball number 1. Both pitching staffs having to make a bit of an adjustment tonight. The zone not quite as wide as it has been the last 2 nights here at Cavalier Field. The 1-2 fouled. Actually, not foul. It will be Juan Rivera tracking that one down about 8 feet in the outfield and about 2 feet from the foul line, 2 away for the North Platte Plainsmen. Sam Bond steps in. The designated hitter would pop up on the infield the last time up. Flies that one out to Schneider in the outfield. Back-to-back flyouts for Bond. We're headed to the bottom of the third. The A's hold the Plainsmen scoreless. We're headed to the bottom of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Soda Inden back out for his third inning of work as he will face 2, 3, and 4 hole hitters due up for the Dodge City A's. Schneider takes the first pitch he sees well outside for ball number 1. Schneider singled over the shortstop's head his last time up. Cooper Schneider comes in to tonight's contest, taking that pitch outside and low for ball number 2. Cooper Schneider batting .270 on the season for the Dodge City A's. A 3-0 count worked by Schneider. He'll foul that one off, makes it 3-1. Schneider will take a step out of the box. He will step in. 3-1 the count, nobody out for the Dodge City A's here in the bottom of the third. The pitch comes inside. Evidently, that was ball 3. That pitch swung on and missed. Schneider will go down on strikes. One away for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Jordan Black. Black batting .220 on the season for the A's. Takes the first pitch he sees tight inside for ball number 1. A swing and a miss that will even the count at 1 apiece. Cooper Schneider with 12 strikeouts on the season. Make it 13 now. That pitch grounded to the shortstop. Gehring throw to first in time, 2 away for the A's. 2 away, and that will bring in Cooper Tompkinson. Tompkinson, a 4-3 ground out, his last time up. Tompkinson steps in batting .281 on the season for the Dodge City A's. The first strikeout of the game for the Plainsmen pitching staff comes to Cooper Schneider, and a 1-0 count now against Cooper Tompkinson. 1-0 pitch grounded down the first base side, will be taken by the first baseman. Throw to Endon. That will end the inning, a 1-2-3 inning for the Dodge City A's. The first 1-2-3 inning in this contest. As we head to the middle innings, we're tied at 2 apiece. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Top of the fourth, it is Carmelo Ortiz leading off for the North Platte Plainsmen. Ortiz, the 8-hole hitter, the catcher, walked on his last time up. Ortiz batting .323 on the season for the Plainsmen. Takes the first pitch. He sees high inside for ball number 1. That pitch grounded to second. The throw to first in time for out number 1. One away for the Plainsmen. The first pitch in to Kinasugi, misses for ball number 1. Sugi flew out to right. A long out his last time up. Swung on and missed. That will even the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 count popped up, and it will fall out of play for strike number 2. One and two the count to Sugi. Sugi, the 9-hole hitter for the Plainsmen, batting .268 on the season. The 1-2 delivery from Adair will be a drop strike 3. They will throw to first to complete the out. That will be 2 away for the Plainsmen. That will turn the lineup over to Gehring Goldbeck. Goldbeck, a ground out and a hit by pitch so far in this ball game. And no other real stats available for Goldbeck as he just joined the team earlier after the A's were in North Platte last week. First pitch into him for ball number 1. 2 away for the Plainsmen. That pitch missing a little bit, actually called strike. 1-1 the count to Goldbeck. 1-1 pitch swung on. It will be foul tipped back to the backstop. Makes it 1-2. Goldbeck, the 1-2 missing outside, evens a count at 2 apiece. 2 away, and the A's trying to work the first 1-2-3 inning against the Plainsmen. The pitch, that will catch the outer part of the zone. Goldbeck will go down on strikes. We're headed to the top of the 4th. It is a 2-2 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Nolan Williams will lead off the bottom of the 4th for Dodge City after the A's would go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Williams takes the first pitch he sees, fouls it off for strike number 1. Nolan Williams grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. The 0-1 delivery from Endon. It is a pop-up that will drop foul and out of play for strike number 2. Nolan Williams will swing. He'll go down to a knee and miss the second strikeout of the game for the Plainsmen. 1 away for the Dodge City A's. Brings in Rudy Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps in. He walked on, would move over on a wild pitch and come around to score his last time up. Gonzalez, a swing and a miss for strike number 1. So, Nolan Williams, that pitch grounded to 3rd. They will throw to 1st. In time, they get the speedy Gonzalez 2 away for the Dodge City A's. 2 away for Sandoval. Sandoval grounded out to 2nd, his last time up. Nolan Williams batting at .227 on the season, and Rudy Gonzalez, who just grounded out, batting at .255. Matthew Sandoval at the plate now, batting .308 for the Dodge City A's. 1-0 the count to him. The 1-0 delivery from Endon, missing high and outside, moves the count to 2-0. 2-0 delivery, a fly ball, and it will drop in shallow left field. A runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. That will bring up Dawson Stutz. Stutz doubled his last time up. That pitch fouled off into the screen. Gets Stutz down in the count 0-1. Stutz would double his last time up. Stutz batting .238 on the season for the A's. That pitch is fouled off. Oh, a passed ball will actually move the runner over to second. 1-1, that pitch grounded right back up the middle. Here comes Sandoval coming home. The throw cut off on the infield, and the throw back to first will not occur. Runner on, and the A's take the lead 3-2. That will bring in Alex Gallion after the single by Dawson Stutz. Back-to-back singles and a wild pitch have led to the A's taking the 3-2 lead. That pitch high and inside, 1-0, the count to Gallion, as Gallion would hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. The 1-0 delivery just over the leaping glove of Garen Goldbeck. Runners on first and second, and the A's with a runner in scoring position with 2 away. That will turn the lineup over to Juan Rivera. 3 straight singles put runners on first and second for your Dodge City A's. Juan Rivera, a fielder's choice, his last time up, officially 0 for 1 in this ball game. Juan Rivera batting .329, a .475 on base percentage, and a .380 slugging for the Dodge City A's. The 1-0 pitch taken outside moves the count to 2-0 for Rivera. Runners on first and second, and the A's, trying to extend this lead, have scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and now 1 in the fourth. Rivera grounds that one back up the middle. Goldbeck going to second for the force out. Another fielder's choice that will end the inning for the Dodge City A's. A score 1, lead this one 3-2, but strand 2. We're headed to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. top of the 5th inning as Cade Owens will lead off for the Plainsmen. Owens' single, officially 2 for 2 in this ball game, takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Adair still on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Work getting started in the A's bullpen. 2-0 the count to Owens. Pitch fouled off, moves the count to 2-1. Owens with 18 hits or 18 runs on the season, comes on 21 hits for the Plainsmen. A 2-2 count as Adair getting the Plainsmen to go down 1-2-3. That pitch off the back of his leg, and that will put the leadoff runner aboard for the Plainsmen. That is the first runner the Plainsmen have had on since Nick Hockmeyer in the bottom of the 3rd. Or top of the 3rd, I should say. Ball 1 in to Maiden. Maiden would ground out 6-3 his last time up. Major Maiden with 4 runs on 12 hits this season for the Plainsmen. 1-0 the count. Comes in, called strike over the outer edge, will even the count at 1 apiece. Runner on, nobody out. The A's with a 3-2 lead after they would take the lead in the bottom of the 4th. Owens goes, and Gonzalez not able to hold on to that one. The count will be 2-1. Runner on second for the Plainsmen. Two and one the count. That pitch misses outside. A 3-1 count, and Fuga out in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's, warming up from the left. So it looks like Fuga is going to try the left-handed side tonight, as he is set to be the next pitcher up for the A's. That pitch right over the heart of the plate, called strike, will move the count full. Payoff pitch coming from Adair. Just missing off the outside edge. A walk to Major Maiden. And that will put runners on first and second with nobody away. Javon Suarez will step in. He was hit by pitch his last time up. Suarez with 5 runs on 12 hits this season for the Plainsmen. Suarez will step in to face Bryson Adair. Caden Norman also down in the bullpen for the Plainsmen. Or not for the Plainsmen, for the A's. So we will see who head coach Cardoza goes to. And you have to wonder just how long of a leash now that Adair will have. A 1-0 count. That pitch up the elevator chute, going out into the Bermuda Triangle. It will drop in fair territory. Bases loaded with nobody away. And a probable lack of communication out in the outfield as three runners were converging. It was the Bermuda Triangle. But nobody away, bases loaded for Nick Hockmeyer. Three ball game as the fielder's choice on the first pitch swinging by Hockmeyer. And runners on the corners for the Plainsmen with one away. Oh, 1 the count to Zirkle. Zirkle popped up to the shortstop Rivera in left field territory his last time up. Zirkle shows bunt. Oh, and 2 the count to Zirkle. Zirkle popped out his last time up. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game. A 3-3 ball game, and the A's trying to get out of this one with just the 1 run scored. The Plainsmen with 2 in the first, now 1 in the fifth. That pitch missing low makes it 1-2. Another runner gets on, and you have to wonder just how far Esteban Cardoza is going to let Adair go. The 1-2 delivery, that one fouled off, will do the 1-2 over again. Adair already well over 100 pitches in this ball game, and we're just in the top of the 5th inning. The walks an issue early on for the A's pitching staff, and a tight zone has led to some adjustments being made. A swing and a miss. The strike him out, throw him out. Not happening on that one. 2 away for the Plainsmen. Zirkle will strike out. Hockmeyer steals second, 2 away. That will bring in the designated hitter, Sam Bond. Bond 0 for 2 has flown out to center. Both times he has been at the plate. He will face Adair for the 3rd time. A swing and a miss. He's down in the count 0-1. 0-1 delivery. Coming, misses high, evens a count at 1 apiece. The Plainsmen have tied this one at 3. 3 runs on 3 hits. 3 runs on 6 hits for your Dodge City A's. A swing and a miss, and Bond down in the count 1-2. The A's trying to get out of this inning and get the bats back to work. One, two coming from Adair. Comes set, fires, comes inside, and it will be called a ball. Evens a count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. And Adair comes set. Swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. Adair gets the strikeout that they needed, back-to-back strikeouts, and we are headed to the bottom of the 5th. It is a 3-3 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. Justin Hergert alongside with Peter Tassler. A 3-3 ball game as we head into the bottom of the fifth. And it will be Cooper Schneider leading off for the Dodge City A's. Schneider getting his third at bat in this ball game, a single and a strikeout so far for him. That pitch missing outside for ball number one. Of course, Schneider, very familiar with Cavalier Field, played his season right here in Dodge City. That pitch missing outside moves it to 2-0. Cooper Schneider, a .427 on-base percentage, .338 slugging for the Dodge City A's. Pitch fouled off, and we will move the count to 2-1. Endon back out, working his now fifth inning of work. So both starters trying to go the 5. And so far, Bryson Adair would take a no decision on this ball game. That pitch grounded to the shortstop Goldbeck. The throw to first in time, out number 1 for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Jordan Black. Black grounded out a 6-3 ground out his last time up. Jordan Black, .373 on-base percentage, .458 slugging for the Dodge City A's as he will step in with one away. He will face Endon Soto for the third time. That pitch, a front door bender taken for ball number 1. 1-0 the count from Endon. Taken high and inside, gets Black bending backwards. 2-0 the count now to the Johnson County Community Product, Jordan Black. 2-0 delivery coming as Endon comes set. Will fire in, a swing and a miss. Will move the count to 2-1. Work down in both bullpens. Fuga down in the Dodge City A's. I'm not sure who it is down in the Plainsmen bullpen. That pitch fouled off, moves the count even at 2 apiece. Two count coming to Black. One away. Nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth. Jordan will swing and miss. He'll go down on strikes. 2 away for the Dodge City A's, and that will bring in Cooper Tompkinson. Tompkinson has grounded out both times he's been at the plate tonight. A 4-3 ground out and a 3-1 ground out for him. The first pitch he sees from Endon in for ball number 1 off the outside edge. 1-0 the count to Tompkinson. The A's trying to get something going, and it was a 2-out rally in the bottom of the fourth that gave the A's the 3-2 lead at the time. That pitch missing out moves the count to 2-0. Nolan Williams would strike out, then Rudy Gonzalez would ground out. Matthew Sandoval would hit a single, Dawson Stutz would single, Alex Gallion would single, and Sandoval would come around to score to give the A's the 3-2 lead. All of those coming on 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 the count, misses low, it moves the count to 3-1 for Cooper Tompkinson. The 3-1 delivery from Enden. Tompkinson will chop that one foul, and that will run the count full. So we will see a payoff pitch, as radar never shows the pitch count behind the plate. I believe the count is full, so this should be the payoff pitch coming from Soto, and that will get Tompkinson looking. That will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom or top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Caden Norman will step in and take over the mound for your Dodge City A's. Norman on the mound. Adair's night is done. He will go 5 innings, allows 3 hits, walks 5, allows 3 runs, 1 batter hit, struck out 4, and faced 25. The first pitch by Norman in to the catcher Ortiz misses for ball number 1. One 0 the count, misses outside, makes it 2-0. Swung on and missed. Ortiz moves to 2-1 in the count. Two-one delivery from Norman. Norman working from the first base side of the rubber. Delivers high and outside. Makes it 3-1. Caden Norman comes into tonight having 4 games, 2 starts, 9.1 innings pitched, a 1.929 ERA for him. That pitch fouled off back into the net. A full count. And dare we say, deja vu all over again as the Plainsmen continue to work full counts against the A's pitching staff. Payoff pitch from Norman. Comes set, delivers a fly ball Cooper Schneider easily tracking that one, takes about a step to his right, out number 1. That will bring in Kenneth Sugi. Sugi a fly out and a drop strike 3, part of the 4 strikeouts worked by Bryson Adair. The first pitch to Sugi from Norman comes in, misses high and outside for ball number 1. One 0 delivery from Norman, swung on and missed. That will even the count at 1 apiece. And the A's trying to get their bats back to work here in the bottom of the 6th. Bryson Adair will take a no decision in this ball game. 1-1 count to Sugi, misses outside, moves it to 2-1. A's will be back in action tomorrow afternoon, a midday game. That one scheduled to occur at noon right here at Cavalier Field, as it is a makeup game from a rainout. What should have been played in Colorado will be played right here at Cavalier Field tomorrow afternoon, 12 p.m. Central Time, first pitch against the Colorado Rough Riders. 3-1 the count to Kinasugi, misses outside, and a walk drawn by the Plainsmen. The 6th walk issued by the A's pitching staff in this ball game. That turns the lineup over to Garrett Goldbeck. Goldbeck would strike out. He would go down looking his last time up. The first pitch, as Norman looks over at first, taken inside and low for ball number 1. Gonzalez going to go out and have a conversation with Norman, as evidently nobody on the same page here tonight. The A's pitching staff and the Plainsmen pitching staff, both sides struggling to adjust to a tighter zone here. We will go back to work, a 1-0 count. To Goldbeck. Norman looks over at first. He's got what he wants. Comes set. 1-0 delivery goes high, makes it 2-0. Two 2-0 count coming from Norman. The pitch, missing high, 3-0. One away for the Plainsmen, runner on first. The 3-0 pitch coming from Norman. Kicks and fires, and right over the zone will be a called strike. Moves the count to 3-1. Lights on here at Cavalier Field. Norman comes set, delivers, misses high. Back-to-back walks have put runners on first and second for the Plainsmen. That brings in Cade Owens. Owens 3 for 3 in this ball game. All singles. The last one worn off the leg of Adair, and he will step in to face Caden Norman for the first time. Norman will look over at first. The first pitch coming to the hot-hitting Owens. Owens shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for strike number 1. For the first time, Caden Norman starts a Plainsman batter out with a strike. Norman looks back at second. 0-1, swung on and missed. That has Owens down in the count, 0-2. An important sequence of pitches happening right here. Runners on first and second, an 0-2 count to Owens. This could be a critical out in the juncture of this ball game as Norman comes set. The 0-2 delivery, he fires. It will be a grounder through the left side that will load the bases. Major Maiden will step in with bases loaded and one away. The A's have turned an inning-ending double play in this ballgame. That came back in the second, and it was Major Maiden that grounded in to that double play. Maiden walked on his last time up. The first pitch to Maiden comes in over the inner part of the zone for strike number one. After working an 0-2 count against Owens, Norman would deliver a ball that would be delivered into left field to load the bases for the Plainsmen. Oh, and to the count to Maiden. Pops that one foul and out of play, and we will do the 0-2 again. Back to back. Caden Norman has worked ahead, and we will see if he can get an out here, a much needed out for the Dodge City A's pitching staff, if Norman can get and keep Maiden off the base paths. The 0-2 delivery, missing high and outside. A excellent block as Gonzalez shifted clear over into the right-handed batter's box to control that one. 1-2, the count for the designated hitter. Sorry, it is the first baseman. Swung on and missed, and that will be a much-needed strikeout. 2 away for the Plainsmen. Bases loaded, and that will bring in Javon Suarez. Suarez steps in. He hit a single his last time up. Suarez would hit the single that would drop in fair territory out in the Bermuda Triangle. First pitch coming from Caden Norman. Suarez checks his swing. And an appeal to the field umpire just to double check. 1-0, the count to Suarez. Suarez would be erased off the base paths back in the 5th inning as Hockmeyer behind him would hit a fielder's choice, a wild pitch that gets away from Rudy Gonzalez, scores a run. North Platte takes the lead 4-3. Two and 0, the count to Suarez. He'll swing on that one and move the count to 2-1. Two one delivery from Norman. Kicks, fires at in the opposite batter's box. 3-1, the count to Suarez. Suarez, the 6th batter of the inning for the Plainsmen as they have taken the lead here in the top of the 6th at 4-3. 3-1 delivery, misses outside, and that will load the bases again. Three walks in this inning for Caden Norman, and Coach Esteban Cardozo wasting no time motioning down to the bullpen. It will be Carter Olson coming in. Caden Norman will be done. He will go 2/3 of an inning. We'll tell you about the stats when we come back. He is on the hook for bases loaded. We will be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Carter Olson takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's. Throws the first pitch to Nick Hockmeyer for ball one. That pitch, a wild pitch that misses inside, that will score another run. Runners on second and third for the Plainsmen. A 5-3 ball game. Wild pitches have led to the scoring of 2 runs here in the top of the 6th. The Plainsmen leading this one 5-3. That pitch fouled off, moves the count to 2-1. Three and one, the count to Hockmeyer. Hockmeyer, 2 fielder's choices and a walk so far in this ball game. Four walks in this inning, bases loaded again for the Plainsmen. And the 8th batter coming to the plate in Braden Zirkle. Zirkle would strike out his last time up. One and 0, the count to Zirkle. Bases loaded with 2 away. And it would be Caden Norman who is on the hook still for 1 more runner on the base paths. Actually 2 more. 2-0 count to Zirkle. Carter Olson on the mound for the A's, making his first pitching appearance for the A's. That pitch called strike off the outer edge, moves the count to 2-1. Keaton Norman goes 2/3 of an inning, allows 1 hit, walks 3, has allowed 2 runs so far, no hit batters, struck out 1, and faced 6. 2-1, right down the zone, evens a count at 2 apiece to Zirkle. Zirkle did strike out his last time up. He is 0 for 3 in this ball game. 5-3 lead for the Plainsmen. That pitch fouled off, will ding off the foul pole. The 2-2 pitch will be done over again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here in the top of the 6th, it is deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard here at Cavalier Field. The flag pointing straight down, no wind, so to speak of, here tonight. A picture-perfect sunset occurring off to the west, and Zirkle will go down looking. The second strikeout of the ball game for him, and we are headed to the bottom of the 6th. The A's trailing 5-3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Nolan Williams leads off the bottom of the 6th, a 6-3 ground out. One pitch, 1 out for the new pitcher, Hideyoshi Kawahara. Gonzalez takes the first pitch. He sees a fly ball out into the right center field. The throw in, not in time, a stand-up double for Gonzalez. The A's in business with a runner in scoring position and one away. So the starter, Endon Soto, would go 5 innings, allow 6 hits, walk 1, allow 3 runs, strike out 4, and face 22. The first pitch to Sandoval. That pitch missing off the mask of Radar. Multiple people up checking on Radar, and they're saying that the pitch hit him on the wrist. A 1-0 count to Matthew Sandoval when we go back to work. And it looks like we will resume play. Kawahara on the mound for the Plainsmen. A 5-3 lead for them. Kawahara in 8 games has not started any, pitched 22.1 innings, allowing 24 hits, 16 runs, only 6 of them earned, 11 walks, 8 strikeouts, a 1-0 record, and a 2.41 ERA. Pitch swung on and missed by Matthew Sandoval, moves the count to 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away with a runner on second here in the bottom of the 6th for the Dodge City A's. Kawahara comes set, working from the first base side of the rubber. He will fake the throw back to second as Gonzalez was getting a good lead, and we will go back to work with Matthew Sandoval at the plate. The 1-1 delivery as Kawahara looks in. He comes set. Right foot on the rubber. The pitch swung on and missed. Sandoval down in the count, 1-2. One and two, the count to Sandoval. Kawahara set, looks back at second. Gonzalez takes off, the pitch in, it will get away, and Carmelo Ortiz throws the ball back in, rolls towards the shortstop Goldbeck, and a 5-4 ball game after Gonzalez stole and then advances on what I'm going to say is a wild pitch. A 5-4 ball game, 2-2 count to Matthew Sandoval. Kawahara acknowledged that that was on him. Sandoval will pop that one up, and it is headed here into the stands, and it will fall right in front of me up here in the press box. A fan grabbing that one, and we will do the 2-2 over again. Two balls, 2 strikes. Kawahara comes set. The pitch misses outside. A full count worked by Matthew Sandoval. Hideyoshi Kawahara last pitched against the Dodge City A's that coming back in the 11-10 win for the Pioneers on June the 29th. Payoff pitch. And it is grounded at the second baseman. They will throw to first in time, 2 away for the the A's. Two away. Nobody on, and that will bring in Dawson Stutz. Stutz singled his last time up. He was part of the 2-out rally for the Dodge City A's back in the bottom of the 4th that would see the A's plate 1. If you're just joining in, the A's 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, now 1 in the 6th. The Plainsmen with 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. A 5-4 ball game. The Plainsmen 5 runs on 5 hits. Your A's 4 runs on 7 hits. Kawahara fires for strike number 1 to Stutz. Oh and 1 the count to the second baseman tonight for your Dodge City A's. Stutz 2 for 2, a double and a single in this ball game as the A's working their 3rd trip through the batting order. 0-1 delivery, a fly flare that will drop right in front of the first base dugout. Dawson Stutz down in the count, 0-2. Another non-league game as the A's in Game 6 of the series with the North Platte Plainsmen, all of them non-league. The 0-2 delivery right over the top of the zone for a strikeout looking that will end the inning, and we are headed to the top of the 7th for the latter third of this ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Bond will lead off for the Plainsmen in the top of the 7th. Back-to-back swing and miss has Bond down in the count, 0-2. Bond, the only batter not to go to the plate in the 6th, as the Plainsmen would take the 5-3 lead at the time. Of course, the A's answering back with 1 run of their own to make it the 5-4 ball game as it stands right now. 1-2 the count to Bond. Carlson sure wanted that pitch for the strikeout. Olsen on the mound, takes that one, and it is a fly ball. It will fall Leadoff runner aboard and a leadoff single for Sam Bond. That pitch called strike on the inside edge gets Ortiz down in the count 0-1. Ortiz flew out to center his last time up. Ortiz 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out with a walk. Ortiz pops that one foul. He's down in the count 0-2. 0-2 the count to Ortiz. 1 on, nobody out. The Plainsmen lead 5-4. The A's trying to get this game under control. 0-2 delivery from Olsen. Not sure where that one missed, but missing to the outer edge makes it 1-2. Similar to the last at bat, a 1-2 count after Bond would dribble one out into shallow right center field. A 1-2 count now here to Ortiz. The pitch bounces in front of the plate. Gonzalez keeps it in front of him. That will draw the count even at 2 apiece. Carter Olsen on the mound for the Dodge City A's. His first appearance as a pitcher. That one inside. Gonzalez up out of his stance. Moves the count full. And Ortiz, for the third time this game, has worked a full count. Payoff pitch coming from Olsen. Comes set. The delivery, a chopper headed to short. They'll go to second for one. The throw to first in time. The A's turn a double play. 2 away for the Plainsmen and nobody on. The 6-for-3 double play, 2 much-needed outs for your Dodge City A's, and a clean set of bases for Kenneth Sugi. The first pitch into him misses for ball number 1. And Olsen now working a full inning as he came in with 2 away in the top of the 6th. Fouls that one off. Does Sugi, evens a count at 1 apiece. A's trailing 5-4. So we are locked in a tight one. The A's trying to win the series over the Plainsmen. 1-1 the count. Pitch missing outside. Actually called strike over the outer edge. 1-2. All 3 batters this inning ultimately working a 1-2 count. 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Sugi will go down on strikes. Olsen retires the side, and we are headed to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time in Dodge City. The A's trailing 5-4. You've been listening to A's Baseball. A's send 9, 1, and 2. Gallion, Rivera, and Schneider to the plate this inning as they trail 5-4. Justin Hergert alongside for this one. Hideyoshi Kawahara back out for his second inning of work. Alex Gallion at the plate. A fielder's choice and a single as the A's completing their third trip around the batting order. A 1-0 count to Gallion. Alex Gallion with a .317 on-base percentage, .298 slugging for the Dodge City A's. 2-0 the count to Gallion. Kawahara comes set, delivers inside. That one called strike, moves the count to 2-1. The A's trying to draw back even after the Plainsmen would take the lead in the top of the sixth. 3-1 the count to Gallion, and the A's trying to win the series tonight against the Plainsmen. Plainsmen trying to split the series to go 3-3. Pitch inside to Gallion will be a leadoff walk, runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Juan Rivera as the A's turn the lineup over for their fourth trip through the order. Juan Rivera, a ground out, a fielder's choice, and another fielder's choice. And he will step in to face Kawahara. Runner on, nobody out. The first pitch to Rivera at the top of the zone, missing for ball number 1. Both sides, it's not just the Dodge City A's, both sides struggling to find the zone and stay there. A 1-0 count, throw over to first to check on Gallion, not in time. And we will go back to work with Juan Rivera at the plate. A 1-0 count, nobody out, 1 on. 1-0 delivery from Kawahara as he comes set, delivers, swung on and missed. Does Rivera, evens a count at 1 apiece. One delivery. Kawahara steps off the mound. He will look back in as he steps on. Looking in, looks over at first, has his sign and comes set. 1-1 delivery. Comes inside on Rivera, will clip him in the leg. That will put runners on first and second with nobody out. The first hit by pitch of this game for the Plainsman pitching staff. Runners on first and second, nobody out, brings in Cooper Schneider. Schneider, a ground out, a strikeout, and a single in this ball game. Cooper Schneider, .427 on base percentage, does bunt. It rolls up the third base side, throw to first, not in time. The bases loaded by the Dodge City A's, nobody away, and let's see what the A's can do here with Jordan Black at the plate. Bases loaded. And the speed in the 9, 1, and 2 hole hitters, a showcase on the base paths right now for the Dodge City A's. Jordan Black steps in. He struck out his last time up. The first pitch, high and tight on Jordan Black, ball number 1. .5-4, the Plainsmen lead this one. Bases loaded by the Dodge City A's. 1-0 count to Black. He will foul that one off, evens the count at 1 apiece. Jordan Black, a .373 on-base percentage, .458 slugging on the season for the Dodge City A's. Kawahara comes set. 1-1 delivery. It is fouled off into the net for strike number 2. One and two, the count to Black. Kawahara comes set. The delivery is popped foul, and we will do the 1-2 over again. The A's scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the sixth, and trying to take the lead from the Plainsmen right here. The Plainsmen leading this one 5-4. Bases loaded with nobody away. 1-2 delivery misses outside, and Kawahara running in case that would get away from the catcher Ortiz. 2-2 the count for Jordan Black. Kawahara looks in, has his sign, and comes set. The 2-2 delivery. Black will foul that one off over the first base side and will do it over again. Bottom of the seventh, the A's trailing 5-4. 2-2 pitch coming from Kawahara. He's looking in, has his sign, and comes set. The delivery coming, it misses outside. A full count worked by Jordan Black with the bases loaded. Alex Gallion led the inning off, would draw the walk. He is over on third. Juan Rivera was hit by pitch. He's on at second. And Cooper Schneider laying down the beautiful bunt that rolled up the third base side to load the bases for the Dodge City A's. The payoff pitch from Kawahara, fouled off by Jordan Black, and Black working an extended at bat here against Hideyoshi Kawahara. Black steps out as a new ball given to Kawahara. Kawahara went 4.2 innings against the Dodge City A's back on June the 29th, allowed 1 run, faced 19 batters, and struck out 2. The payoff pitch again from Kawahara. Comes set, bases loaded. Bottom of the seventh, the A's trailing 5-4. The pitch misses outside. Kawahara walks in the tying run. The game tied 5-5, bases loaded, and nobody out. That will bring up Cooper Tompkinson. Tompkinson would get caught looking his last time up, and 2 groundouts before that. Tompkinson 0 for 3 in this ball game, and in a big spot right here to give the A's the lead. The first pitch to Tompkinson as Kawahara looks in, delivers outside for ball number 1. A walk, a hit by pitch, a bunt single, and a walk have tied the ball game for the A's with bases loaded and nobody away. Ortiz walks out and has a conversation with Kawahara, and that is now over. We will go back to work, a 1-0 count to Cooper Tompkinson. The A's trying to get the lead here and try to win the series. The 1-0 delivery misses high, 2-0. Kawahara struggling here in the bottom of the seventh to maintain control of the pitches. Kawahara looks in, has his sign, and comes set. The 2-0 delivery. The throw in, Tompkinson will ground it, fielded by Goldbeck. The throw to first in time. The Plainsmen traded out for a run, as the A's take the lead 6-5. This has been a back and forth affair throughout this ball game, and the A's now lead it. One away, runners on first and second. One away, Nolan Williams at the plate. Williams would ground out his last time up. A high fly ball headed out into left center field. It is gone. It is off the top of the wall. A 3-run home run for Nolan Williams, and the A's lead this one 9-5. The big shot that Nolan Williams has been looking for all season, and he gets it right there as he drives it over the left center wall. It bounces, and it is a 3-run shot. That will be the end of the night for Hideyoshi Kawahara. The A's lead this one 9-5. We're going to take a step aside as the Plainsmen likely making a pitching change right here. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Welcome back in to Cavalier Field. The A's leading now 9-5. Matt Slowick on the mound for the Plainsmen as the night for Hideyoshi Kawahara has come to an end. So Kawahara will go an inning and a third, and he will be responsible for the loss at this point should this result stand. He will go an inning and a third, allows 3 hits, walks 2, 6 runs, hits 1 batter, strikes out 1, and faced 10. The A's have plated 5 here in the bottom of the 7th to take the lead, and the A's sending their 7th batter to the plate of this inning. It is Rudy Gonzalez as he will face Slowick for the first time, and a pitch not even close for ball number 1. One and 0 the count as that pitch misses high inside, makes it 2-0 to the catcher Gonzalez. Gonzalez a single his last time up. A ground out makes him 1 for 2 with a walk in the ball game. That pitch spiked in the opposite batter's box. 3-0 the count to Gonzalez, 1 away for the Dodge City A's here in the bottom of the 7th. Nolan Williams getting the big hit that he's been looking for all season. That one coming over the left field wall that gave the A's the 9-5 lead. 3-1 the count to Rudy Gonzalez. So it comes set, delivers. Gonzalez pops that one up the elevator chute. Maiden calling for it on the infield. That will be out number 2 as he makes a snow cone catch. 2 away for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval 1 for 3, a single and 2 groundouts in this ball game. He will step in, bases clear with 2 away. The first pitch from Slowick fouled off for strike number 1. Matthew Sandoval, let's take a step back. Rudy Gonzalez, a .371 on base percentage, slugging .275 for the A's. And Matthew Sandoval wears a 1-1 count, and I'm not sure why they wanted to appeal on that one as the bat never left his shoulders. A 1-1 count to Sandoval. Matthew Sandoval, a .379 on base percentage, .346 slugging in this season. Pitch coming inside, catching the inner part of the zone, has Sandoval down in the count 1-2. Sandoval, the 8th batter of the inning for the Dodge City A's. If you're just joining in, the A's 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 5 in the 7th. The big inning for the Dodge City A's as that pitch spikes in the left-handed batter's box right in front of Matthew Sandoval, evens a count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard here at Cavalier Field. The A's trying to win their 2nd game in a row to avoid falling to 10-14 overall. A win tonight would improve the A's to 11-13 and put them within 2 games of 500. That pitch missing inside. Sandoval working a full count. And we will see the payoff pitch coming from Slowick. Slowick steps back on, has his sign and comes set. The payoff pitch. Missing high, runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. The 9th batter to step to the plate this inning will be Dawson Stutz, who got caught looking his last time up. Slowick in 2 games has made 1 start, has pitched 5 innings, 7 hits, 9 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, an 0-1 record to him, a 5.40 ERA. The first pitch in to Stutz for strike number 1. Stutz, the third batter to face Slowick after he came in to replace Kawahara after the 3-run home run. Sandoval takes off, and you can't help but just call that one defensive indifference, as there was absolutely no attempt at throwing Sandoval out at second. 0-2, the count to Stutz. That one missing makes it 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Slowick comes set, delivers off the end of the bat. It has fouled off, and we will do the 1-2 over again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away, runners on second. And Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, but technically with Sandoval now on second, that was defensive indifference, right?
Yeah.
There was absolutely no attempt at trying to throw him out.
Yeah, he also got a really good jump, though. Like, left a second before the pitcher even lifted his leg.
That pitch misses, evens a count at 2 apiece. Deuces wild again across the scoreboard. And an absolutely just beautiful night here at the ballpark in Dodge City.
Agreed.
The 2-2 pitch coming from Slowick. He delivers a foul ball driven over the press box, and will do the 2-2 over again. The A's doing what they need to do, which is working pitch counts. And after a absolute just back and forth affair, the A's finally with the biggest lead of this ball game at 9-5. 2-2 delivery. Slowick comes set, delivers, misses outside, and Stutz works a full count. Gonzalez would come in, work a 3-1 count. Matthew Sandoval would work the count full and draw the walk. And a payoff pitch coming here from Slowick. He comes set, looks over. The delivery is in and catches just the inner edge of the zone by the hair of a gnat. And that will get Stutz looking for the second time. We head to the top of the 8th. The A's leading 9-5. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Carter Olson back out on the mound for your Dodge City A's. And Olson just completed his freshman season for the Conquistadors here at Dodge City Community College. Olson, primarily a designated hitter and first baseman, did not do any pitching for the Conquistadors this year, averaged .264 through 41 games, started 30 of them with 106 at-bats. Had a .426 on-base percentage for the Conquistadors. The first pitching outing of his collegiate experience for Carter Olson. Fires in to the leadoff hitter this inning. It is Garen Goldbeck back at the top of the order for the Plainsmen. A 1-1 count to him as the Plainsmen trying to claw back into this one, trailing by 4. Olson comes set, delivers a swing and a miss by Goldbeck. Down in the count, 1-2 is him. Goldbeck, familiar with many members of the Dodge City A's as the Conquistadors faced Kansas City Community College in the postseason playoffs at KCK. Goldbeck, the shortstop, winning the Gold Glove as the shortstop at KCK. 2-2, the count to Goldbeck. Olsen delivers on the inside, gets Goldbeck twisting, and that will work a full count. The payoff pitch coming from Olsen. Looks in, has his sign, and comes set. Payoff pitch fouled off, and we will do it over again. Radar, where's another one? That one's going to smart. We will go back to work, a full count, and we will see the payoff over again after Gehring fouls off the last one. The Dodge City A's clinging to a 4-run lead. Nobody out. Goldbeck, the leadoff hitter, drew a walk his last time up. Chops that one. Not fielded by Dawson Stutz. Stutz ranging on that one, and it was going to be a hard play to make anyway. A leadoff single has runner aboard for the Plainsmen. That will bring in Cade Owens. Owens has singled every time he's been at the plate. Owens, the thorn in the side of the Dodge City A's tonight, a perfect 4-for-4. The first pitch from Olsen to Owens, in and high, called strike. 0-1. 0-1 delivery, a high fly ball, and Williams on his high horse has it. One away for the Plainsmen. And for the first time tonight, Cade Owens has been retired. That will bring in Major Maiden. Maiden, 2 walks and a strikeout and a ground out makes him 0 for 2 in this ball game. He will step in to face Carter Olsen for the first time. The pitch, a fly ball off the golf swing. Nolan Williams has it ahead of the warning track. 2 flyouts. Nolan Williams having himself a night as he retires the last 2 for the Plainsmen. And it will be Javon Suarez stepping in for the Plainsmen. He walked on his last time up. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a single technically makes Suarez 1 for 1. The first pitch to Suarez, catching the outer part of the zone. A fastball strike gets him down in the count 0-1. And the Plainsmen getting dangerously close to their last 3 outs. A block by Gonzalez that will even the count at 1 apiece. And the Plainsmen now down to at least their last 4 outs. They have to score 4 at this point. 1-1 delivery from Carter Olsen. The pitch swung on and missed will move the count to 1-2. One and two delivery coming from Olsen. No work in either bullpen. So this will be Olsen and a swing and a miss. They will consider it a drop strike 3. The throw to first in time to complete the strikeout. That ends the inning for the Plainsmen. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th in what could be the final at bats for your Dodge City A's as they lead this one 9-5. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. We've worked our way into the bottom of the 8th. Justin Hergert alongside with Peter Tassler. A's leading this one 9-5. Alex Gallion, the bottom of the order after the A's would send all 9 to the plate in the 7th after scoring 5 to give the A's the lead. Slowick on the mound for the Plainsmen. And I believe a 1-0 count. Either way, that pitch is popped up the elevator chute on the infield. The third baseman, Suarez, grabs it for out number 1. Gallion retired after he walked his last time up. And that will turn the lineup over to the leadoff hitter, Juan Rivera. Juan Rivera leads the team in stolen bases by a margin. The first pitch he will see from Slowick coming inside for ball number 1. And you saw both Ortiz diving at that one and the home plate umpire, Radar, scooting back. Radar probably a little bit gun shy after being hit twice in this ball game.
Yeah, he's had a rough night, and it just sucks to see an umpire of his caliber get hurt like that because he means a lot to this community and the games, and I hate to see him get hurt like that because he really does a good job of calling a game. It makes it really enjoyable for both teams.
A 1-1 count to Rivera. That pitch misses outside. Moves the count to 2-1. And that was some very nice words there, Peter.
Thank you.
2-1 delivery coming from Slowick. The flag pointing straight down here at Cavalier Field. That pitch is fouled off. Evens the count at 2 apiece. And the reason I keep saying that, it's a very rare, and I mean rare occurrence that we have a night like this here at Cavalier Field.
Yeah, it's probably my first time that there's probably not been wind during a game. It's pretty nice.
Pitch chopped foul, and we will do the 2-2 over again. And when I say rare, we spent more games this spring here at Cavalier Field with the wind blowing in from the north than I care to admit to. 2-2 delivery, catches the upper part of the zone, and Rivera will go down looking. 2 away for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Cooper Schneider. Schneider with the absolutely beautiful bunt single that went up the third base line his last time up. That would load the bases for the Dodge City A's and set up the big inning. The first pitch gets Schneider to duck down, taken for ball number 1. 1-0 count to Schneider. Called strike over the outer edge, evens the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Slowick comes set. The delivery. 2-1. The count for Cooper Schneider.
Really good call by Radar right there.
Slowick comes set, delivers. Schneider will foul that one off and will move the count even at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard here at Cavalier Field. Matthew Slowick will come set. The delivery, a foul ball up the first base line in foul territory, and will do the 2-2 over again. Enough can't be said about that home run by Nolan Williams, and with no wind and that hit into the deeper part of the ballpark, that ball was absolutely crushed, and a strikeout for Cooper Schneider. That will end the inning, his second strikeout of the night. We're headed to the top of the 9th. The Plainsmen down to their final 3 outs. They've got to score 4 to extend this one. We'll find out when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Zaid Cisneros takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's. 2 1/3 innings pitched for Carter Olson. And it will be Zaid Cisneros on the mound for your Dodge City A's now. He will face the 3, 4, and 5 hole hitters. It is, I am wrong, I'm on the wrong side of the sheet. It will be Hockmeyer, Zirkle, and Bond due up for the Plainsmen. The first pitch called strike and a fly out to Jordan Black. 1 away for the Plainsmen. Suarez was the last out in the last inning. And Hockmeyer will fly out to Black. 1 away. Braden Zirkle steps in. He was caught looking his last time up. That pitch over the head of the pitcher, fielded by Juan Rivera, who is charging on it. The throw to first in time, and 2 away, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and we are down to the final out for the Plainsmen in this ball game. Barring a major miracle, the Plainsmen down to their final out. Sam Bond at the plate. He singled his last time up. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Pitch fouled off, evens the count at 1 apiece. Cisneros making his 6th appearance. No starts for the Dodge City A's. 10 innings pitched. A 1-1 record for him. That pitch taken inside moves the count to 2-0. Cisneros allowing 6 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned, has walked 3, struck out 9, a 0 ERA for him. That pitch called strike will even the count at 2 apiece, 2 away for the Plainsmen.
Can't forget, he's one of the best pitching coaches in the country, too.
He is the pitching coach for the Dodge City A's. The 2-2 delivery from Cisneros.
Yes, sir.
A check swing, it will not be, and that will end the inning as the Plainsmen will go down on strikes. They will go down 1-2-3. The A's win this one 9-5. The A's improve to 11-13 overall. We're going to step aside for a short bit. I'll bring it back for the post-game wrap-up. Peter, send us to break.
You're listening to Dodge City A's Radio.
Welcome back in as the A's take the series. They take this one and the series over the North Platte Plainsmen, winning this one 9-5 and win the series 4-2. The A's would win the first 2 in North Platte before falling in Game 3, a walk-off victory. The A's would be held scoreless in the first game here at Cavalier Field on Friday evening, before run ruling the Plainsmen last night 13-3 in 7 innings, winning this one 9-5. And it would be a back and forth affair as the Plainsmen would score 2 in the top of the first, answered by the A's with 1 in the first and then tying in the second. it would be Cooper Schneider that would hit a single and then come around to score in the first, led off in the second by Rudy Gonzalez, who would draw the walk. And then Dawson Stutz would hit a double that would score Gonzalez, that would tie the ball game at 2. The A's would take the lead in the bottom of the fourth as the A's would come back with a 2-out rally. It would be Matthew Sandoval that would hit a single out into left field that would get on, and then he would come around and score after back-to-back singles from Dawson Stutz and Alex Gallion. That would give the A's the 3-2 lead at the time, and then the Plainsmen would answer back and take a 5-3 lead headed in to the 6th inning. And in the bottom of the 6th, the A's would scratch another one across, a 1-out rally as Rudy Gonzalez would hit a single and then come around to score. He would hit a single, steal over to third, and then a wild pitch would score him to make it 5-4 at the time in favor of the North Platte Plainsmen. And then it would be the fateful 7th inning where the Plainsmen would go down 1-2-3 in the top of the third before the A's would come to bat. They would send all 9 to the plate. The inning led off by Alex Gallion. He would walk on, and that would set up the big inning as Gallion would walk, Juan Rivera would be hit by pitch, Cooper Schneider would single, Jordan Black would draw the walk to score 1. All 4 of those batters would come in to score. Cooper Tompkinson would be the first out of the inning, the 5th batter of the inning, and then it would be Nolan Williams, the man of the night. He would come in and on first pitch would send an absolute bomb out into left center field, a 3-run home run that would be the nail in the coffin for the North Platte Plainsmen as the A's would take the 9-5 lead. And then the A's would go down 1-2-3 in the 8th. And it would be Zaid Cisneros that would come in to finish off the Plainsmen to get them to go 1-2-3 in the 9th. Again, the A's win this one 9-5 and improve to 11-13 overall. The A's will host the Colorado Rough Riders tomorrow afternoon, noon, the first pitch here at Cavalier Field. That game may make up from a rainout earlier this year in Colorado. I am Justin Hergert, was alongside Peter Tassler saying farewell and good night from Cavalier Field. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.